Good evening, good evening. Buenos tardes. This is Okie Diecast and coming at you with another video. Tonight we're going to be looking at the Lamborghini Diablo. All the Lamborghini Diablos I have. This is an old casting from 1991. I've had them for a while. I pick them up when they're nice and cheap. Really like this casting. And I've had them in boxes, and I haven't had them in my little database. So I thought maybe this would be a really good video to go through what Diablos I have, show you my database and how I keep track. The reason I want to do that, and I need to do that, is because I want to get more of these, and I do this kind of thing. Because I get to the show and I see them cheap and I think, oh, I'll get that. And I end up with duplicates. And I'm not really interested in getting a bunch of duplicates. So I thought, well, maybe it's time to get them in the database. So we'll go through these one at a time. I really like this casting. It's an old casting, like I said. I think it debuted in 1991. It was designed by Larry Wood. This casting ran from 91 to 2003, so about 12 years. This was the very first model. It had the ultra hot wheels, the old car with the burning out front wheel drive car with the ultra hot wheels. These were metal on metal with the metal base. Collector number 123. Look at that, Walmart, 1991, 77 cents. There you go. I don't have that one on the loose yet. So some of these, I have an assortment of loose cars and carded cards. This one was just another mainline from 1992. Real interesting. It has glitter on it. And some websites, they say that there's a variation on the color on the spoiler. I don't know. I don't know if I'll, try to collect those variations like that or not. But pretty cool. Ultra Hot Wheels. I bought this one on the card and I opened it. Raw metal on the base. Nice heavy car. This Diablo, I think, is a really underrated, fun casting that's an older Hot Wheels casting. Then after that, we got into these revealers. That doesn't remind you of the 90s, does it? MTV looking colors, California. The yellow Ultra Hot Wheels. This was 1993. All these revealers came out. I don't know if y'all know about these, but they came in a water-soluble wrapping. And you wouldn't know what car you got until you opened it. Kind of like the mystery models nowadays. And there was a bunch of them. There was like 3 different color variations. This one's green Ultra Hot Wheels with blue. Graphics, this one's a little bit worse shape. It's got some paint rash there. I'll usually try to get one model, and then if it's got a lot of paint rash on it, I'll look for a newer one. This one didn't come in a pack. It came in a box from a mail order, like a mail-in 10-pack. Nice shiny Zamac base, chrome Ultra Hot Wheels, the blue spoiler on the back, revealers on the windshield. Pretty cool car. And then what came next? After the revealers. And there's some that I'm skipping because I just don't have them. Here's the Diablo on that same card. Same kind of deco, except in yellow. Base coat of yellow. This was 94 and 95. There's a 5-spoke variation in 95 that I don't have yet. Card's in relatively good shape for being 1993. Gosh, that's a 30-year-old Hot Wheel card right there. I just can't bring myself to open these old cards like this unless they are just really, really bad. Just because they're so old. We got into, let's see, 1995. Here's some more. And there's a bunch of these purple Diablos. I mean, there's a bunch. And if you see, the paint doesn't match the color here because this, they call this a paint variation that's like a pearl. Or wait a minute, no, that's the metal flake. This is the pearl. So there's a paint variation on the color of purple. Like this, I think they call the pearl purple. And this is the metal flake purple. And then you have 5-spoke, and they have them in 5 dots. They have them in saw blade wheels, which you'll see here in a minute. But I think all in all, there's like 5 or 6 purple variations from 1995 mainline. And I just have the 2 on the card right now. And after that, we got the Metal Flake Dark Red. New card. This one also has a wheel variation. That's a 5 dot. And this one is from 1998. Hot Wheels. Check the date on the back. Yeah, 1997, so 1998. Metal Flake Red. Also has a 5 dot wheel variation that I don't have. I do have this one loose. I don't know which one is rare. Ooh, it's got a black painted base on it. I don't know which one is rare, the 5 dot wheel or the 5-spoke. I just love this casting because it's old, it's really sleek. It's got nice paint, lots of different wheel variations, and it's metal on metal. True older generation Hot Wheel. After that, we got the X-Ray Cruiser in 1999 with some kind of Tron, looks like Tron graphics. I think there's a little dirt on that blister. 5-spoke wheels, painted black metal base. I've got this one loose also. Ooh. Don't hit the camera with the Hot Wheel. Looks like Tron. Reminds me of Tron. That might be like a communication tower of some kind on the side of the car. After that, we got this Virtual Collection Metal Flake in 2000 with the 5 dot. I think this is the only version of this one. And do I have it loose? I do. Love those 5 dot rims. This one's got a little bit of paint rash, paint missing. Mattel, if you're watching this, boy, wouldn't it be cool to have another 5 dot rim, like a updated 5 dot rim to put on all your Lamborghinis that you put out? I think that would be cool anyway. Clear window and white interior. Makes it a pretty cool looking car. After that, we got this Metal Flake Purple in this tri-spoke wheel. Or 3-spoke. This one was 2001. So we're getting close to the end. 2001, I do have that one open. There you go. The now defunct tri-spoke wheels. I haven't seen tri-spoke rims on a Hot Wheel in a long time. Look at that metal flake paint on that car. That looks like a mountain of some sort. I don't know. And then after that came in 2003 the final run. They used to do these final run Hot Wheels where this was the last one and afterwards they destroy the casting. Now I want you to look at this. This is the only one that I can find on the websites or the online databases, Hot Wheels collectors and the wiki, is this red. But look at what I got here. I want you guys to look at these two. I've got one loose. And this is the final run Diablo. And you really can't tell in this camera, but the top one, not only is the color different, but it has red tint on the rims. And I'm trying to figure out if somebody sprayed this or if this is actually a color variation. There's a little bit of a red down there that makes me think that somebody put some kind of enamel or something on this to change that color, because there is no variation of this car listed anywhere. And I haven't seen this car anywhere else like this color. Final run 2003. It's just really interesting. I have no idea where I got this from. Anyway, that's all the Diablos I got. There's more of them out there. If I acquire more of them and fill in the gaps, I will be sure and do another showcase. But I wanted to spend the last part of the video and kind of give y'all a glimpse into one of my organizational tools for my Hot Wheel collection. We'll do a little pan of all the Lamborghini Diablos. Does anybody else like the Diablo, the old Diablo out there? Larry Wood designed. They do have a Real Rider version that's yellow that came the year before the final run, like 2003, or it might have been the year of. But I haven't acquired that one yet. So let's change course here and I'll show you my database. Okay, here we are looking at my handy dandy Samsung. The database I use to keep track of all of my Hot Wheel collection is called Memento Database. It's right here. And when you open it up, well, I have a lot of other databases, but you can click on castings. This is a real nice database that you can program, that you can build and use stuff with. You can see the Ford GT40, Ford GTLM, 17 Ford GT. These are, if the castings are in here, these are castings that I've decided to try to collect. So we can pick one, and like for example, here's a Lamborghini Miura, and let's choose a record, this first one. And the way this database is set up, I have a picture of the card or box, the loose picture, the model description, and a status, whether it's carded or loose. And you can tab over to series, and there's information about it. There's body information, color, material, glass color, interior color. There's wheel color, and there's base information. Let's go to a different one. These are all the castings. You can also, there's a database for wheel types I have. So it'll show you, as you cycle through here, it'll show you what car in the database has this type of wheel. Here's a Goodyear 5-spoke. Those are all those classic Ford GTs, 40s. Real Rider 5-spoke. Here's the high-speed racing wheel. There's the two high-speed racers, the Ford GT40 and the GTX. So there's a database that's relational, that's got the wheels in it. And then here's the main casting database. And I can swipe and I can filter to have, do not have card, have loose. Let's go look at challengers, for example. So here's a challenger database. And it's got all the challengers in there. And I can look and see, when I go to the show or something like that, I can look and see exactly what I have. See, I have this one carded and loose. And I have the grade field is kind of the card grade. And so I can tell if the card's got a crease in it. Do I have a card with soft corners? Is it a mint card? Do I have it in the protector? Here's the wheels. This one's got a FTE wheel, the gold chrome. And then lots of base information. There's lots of fields you can fill out. Anyway, this is my database I use. I built this database from scratch using this Memento. It's really cool. It's really fun. And I was going to show you this because I just put the Diablos in there. And I was going to go through and put in the Diablos that we just reviewed. So I can quit buying them if I've already got them. So like for example, this... here's a red Diablo. This one right here. It's a 1991 mainline. We discussed that I've got that on the card. So I can go in here and I can say I have it on the card. Just like that. And then it shows up here carded. I can also do it here, like for this glitter model. I can just click right here on those little hamburgers and say I have that one loose. And that's how I keep track. And it gives me how many entries I have, how many carded entries I have, how many loose, how many don't have. So like if I go back to castings and I go down to Lamborghini Diablo down here, see, it'll tell me I have one carded, one loose, and I don't have 20. So I'll pause the video. I'm going to pop in all the rest of them that I have, and then we'll see what comes out at the bottom statistics. Okay, so I went through all the Diablos that I have and filled them out. As we scroll down, you can see carded loose, don't have, carded loose, carded, don't have, so on and so forth. All the way down, and what it tells me is I have 9 carded models, 9 loose models, and I don't have 9 models. So now I'll be able to go to the show and easily tell from my phone whether I should acquire that Diablo or not, because I don't want to double up. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and hope that you'll subscribe, hope that you'll like, and hope that you'll tell your friends, and hope that you'll come back for the next video when the time comes. Have a great end of your October, and we'll see you next time. This is Okie Diecast signing out.